Look at that!
Yes! You're kidding!
In?
Oh, bring him in, mate! Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. I'm on an unfamiliar boat today, out with a mate of mine, Jay Roy, or Jared, as he's also known. A mate of mine from back in the mining days, also a mean concreter, and also was a. Now, we are doing some deep dropping today. It is winter, it is cold, it's a bit more breezy than we would have hoped for. We are chasing blue eye trevally. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. We're chasing anything we can catch that's tasty from the deep. It's always a mixed bag of lollies out here. You can come home smiling or you can come home crying, and hopefully we get big smiles. We're just about to line up for our first drift. Fingers crossed we can buckle these rods and catch something cool. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Grab a beer, get comfortable, and we're going to do some fishing.
Righto, key to success here is good bait. I've got some tailor fillets. I've got some dart fillets. Just trying to work out the best way to do this. Big baits, big fish here. I don't want that. There's one. There's two. And there's three. Oh no! We're away. First drop of the day, exciting. How's it look on the screen, Skip?
Looking good, mate. Looking good.
There we go. We're on the bottom. Bit of arjo, please.
What's the play?
Yeah, just kind of that way. Oh, getting a bite.
That's what this was. Or bottom. Bottom on the bottom, mate. It looked like it was shaking when you first did it.
Oh, I'm getting hit.
Probably lost the centre was.
I think I'm on. Yeah, I think this is a fish. Or is it the bottom as well?
Right up in 319 now. Let this take long.
I'm not sure if it's a boat moving. Yeah.
Break away on yours.
Yeah. Bugger. Oh, there we go.
This? What's this? Oh, Sammy lad.
Got it. Yeah, it's a good fish too. Ooh. We got a fish on. Oh! Now it's taking line. Woo! Big head nods on it. Look at that. We've got something. Anyways, we'll cross back. We've got 250 meters to go. We'll cross back when we get a bit closer to the top. Righto guys, 30 meters away. Like to see a bit of bubble. It's got a good angle, hasn't it? Bit of float. We're about to get a look at this guy. Ideally, it's going to pop up over there and not be here swimming. Do you see a bubble? Oh, it's got it. It's floating. Here we go. Here we go. This is a good sign. Big bubble, no trouble. There's fish. What do we got? Is that it? Yeah! It's a blue eye. It is a blue eye. That's a long rig, yeah. Look at that. Not going anywhere. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, that is pretty damn cool. Skipper!
Well done.
The one drop wonders. That is a blue eye trevally.
Yeah, so it turns out that wasn't a true blue eye. Without cheating, if you can ID that fish, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you tag the time so I know you're not cheating. I bet you can't.
Shauno and I have been chasing these off the local for a while now. This isn't technically called a catcher. It's the skipper's fish. His mark, his fish, but hey, that's pretty good fun. Sorry, was a beach tour.
Get into it, mate.
That's epic. Bit of a hold up. Hey, we got purple on. There you go, guys. That is about, I reckon, 7 or 8 kilos of blue eye trevally. Don't know if you can see that purple across his back there. Absolutely amazingly ugly looking fish, apart from that purple. But these guys are unreal eating, apparently. I've never tried one, and I'm looking forward to it. So that's pretty cool. Sea Demon Circle, found his mark in the corner of the mouth there. Well, first drop, we punched it out in some pretty snotty conditions. And for first drop to come up like that, that's a bloody good start of the day. Hopefully we can do a bit more damage. Already winning. Nice stuff, lads.
Righto, on the bottom. Hey?
Just leave them on the bottom.
Yeah. We still coming up?
Yeah, 318.
Oh, getting hit. Doesn't look real convincing, does it?
No, come back was or not? Yeah.
I reckon I lost him. No, he's still there. I think he's just a small fella.
There he is.
Oh, yes.
You got him.
Oh, yes, bro. Was is on a good one. That's a good fish. Mine's Mine's not real good, I don't think. Oh, that's double bending.
I'll stay out again now, boys.
You might have a couple on, eh?
Nah, that's how they'll fight the other day.
That's a real one.
I'm getting
It might be a bass. Well, they
be a really good development. If not so. Oh, you'll get him.
yeah, just play him.
Yep. Take half now, mate. Take half out.
What do I got? Jemmy.
Sorry, mate. Not much I can do over that.
It's not a bad jemmy. Oh, I've got a gem fish. Well, there's a gemfish. They're not a bad one. I know they get a lot bigger in Sydney, but that's probably the biggest one I've caught locally so far. Now apparently they're really good bait and they're really good eating. I don't know which one this one will become yet. One or the other. I'll bleed him up anyway. I haven't tried too much of the gemfish. It's quite nice. Might be coming home. Well guys, we're onto a cracker here. Been fighting this guy for a little while now. Look at those head nods. He's stalling out the reel. That is exactly what you want to see. Just taking him nice and easy. It's a real good fish. Yeah, probably should clip that on. Don't want to be losing rods. Really nice fish. Just want to get a look at him. So, oh, look at those. Yes. That's what the fans want. Anyways, we've got 290 metres to go, so we might touch base in about 200 metres. Might even have two here. Two would be good. Two would be good, Skip. Righto. 60 metres to go, but we got heaps of angle here, so I reckon it's going to pop out there at some stage. Either way, it's not far off and it's still a good fish. Still stalling the reel out in the swell. We're fingers crossed for a big blue eye, but we will take just about anything else that's big, whatever it is. Really big green eye. No, that's some great angle. This thing's going to pop up and be absolutely awesome. Gaff at the ready.
You're gonna have to wind for that,
I want to see some bubbles first. See a little pop. 26 metres. Here we go. There he is. That's a cod.
It's a cod.
It's a big cod too.
Nice, mate.
It's a nice bar cod. Yeah. This is a cracking cod. Just going through the species today. Flamey's next, Skip. This is a nice cod too. Hang on, that's not a little bass, is it? That's a little bass. Yeah. That's a bass grouper! Yes! You're kidding!
In?
Oh, bring him in, mate! That's a bass groper!
I'd say that's what smoked me.
Yeah, that would be. So,
78
bit of backstory is was hooked up and got railed in the bottom, and we couldn't get his fish out. We were on it for about half an hour trying to get it out, but he done him in a hole. He was still there. But Skipper!
Well done, mate.
Holy crap!
That's gnarly.
That's pretty cool.
That's more than 20, Jared.
Oh, that is a bass groper. Ah, this is awesome. What a fish. This thing would be 35 kilos, I reckon. Fair bit of weight to it. We wanted to catch one of these, Shauno and I, and he's not here. So, Shauno, wherever you are in Australia, mate, get that up ya.
Sure, four-wheel driving's fun, but this is better. That is such a cool fish. Look at it. How good is that? Oh. Look at that circle hook. Pinned him, he was going nowhere. That's why he was fighting. Yes!
Now with two quality fish on the ice for me, I thought I might bust out the jigging gear and see what I could find.
Oh, we're on the bottom. We're on the bottom, guys, in 340 metres. We should check my drag more. I've seen that bass come up. I'm a little bit scared, but here we go.
Oh, I got one.
This on?
Yeah, it's not big though. Unless he's coming up. Oh, I don't know. It's something. It might be a jemmy, I think. Oh, it's really not big. Oh, I'm just about up. I can see mine. There we go. Oh, backwards flamey. Backwards flamey. Jemmy. Little jemmy on the jig.
Now that was our last drop out in the deep, but we did decide to stop in at some pearly marks on the way back home. Unfortunately, most of that footage is unusable because my camera's stuffed up and there was no audio. How good is that? But at least I got one.
Got him. Got him. That's a pearl, yeah. Yeah, that's a pearly. Bit of ticker too. That's what the fans want. You wouldn't have. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Back again. Nice, Sammy. Yeah, you'll have a go. There you go, guys. Nice little pearly. 250 gram stagger bod. He's a nice fish. Nowhere near the size of was I just got, but I reckon he'll be a nice little eater. Well, Skip, that was a pretty good day.
Was, mate.
Have a go at this, guys. Bass, trevally, feed of pearlies, and a couple of jemmies. That's a good old-fashioned mixed bag, that is.
That's what we went for. Job done.
Well, we pretty well ticked all the boxes. I'm stoked to say the least. But guys, I'm going to get these home. I'm going to fill them up. That's going to be a mission, so I'll film that with you guys, and then we might even do a bit of a cook-up because I've never eaten blue eye and I've never eaten bass. And yeah.
Happy days.
Let's go do it again.
We will.
Nah, good stuff. Righto, ladies and gents, it's the moment you've all been waiting for, the filleting session. Two new fish to fillet. Well, actually, we've got a bit of a clarification to make. I did think this guy looked a bit funny. It's not actually a true blue eye. It's a, I think it's called a snot-nosed trevally. Close relative. Apparently, really good chewing. So, still smiles, and a new fish. And I'm going to fillet up the bass as well, but my old man's going to come around and give us a hand because I can see it being a massive mission to fillet that thing. It's like filleting a big round ball. But we're going to get into these guys first, and then we'll do the bass when Dad gets around here. Let's see how much this guy weighs. Oh, not bloody bad. The call was for 8 kilos out in the boat. That's 808 or 80. Yeah, 805. Not bad. Not bad guessing. Skin seems to be alright too, so I might even leave the skin on and see how it goes. I can always take it off before I cook it. But seems to be alright. Scales up fine. Ooh. The flesh is crazy white. Have a go at that. I'm pretty excited to try that. Nice white. That looks a really nice flesh. And that's the gemfish. Kind of like a school mackerel, it reminds me of. Pretty soft flesh. I don't think it'd freeze real well, but that'll cook up a treat fresh, I reckon. Rightio guys, it's on to the fun one. Big Mr. Bass. Reinforcements have arrived. Tez is here. This is a beer and fish, or one beer per fish, I don't know. This is going to be a mission. Cheers.
Cheers.
Anyways, we're going to give this guy away. We called it for about 30-35 kilos on the boat. I reckon that stands. I've only got 35 kilo scales, so if it's 35 kilos it might be a bit over, but I don't think by much because I can lift it. It's just a big heavy fish. Right, don't let go yet. Let go. Read it quickly.
27.
27.
Yeah.
Bit smaller than we thought. 27.
How under kilos?
That's kilos.
Oof.
That's kilos. That's a good fish. It's a good start. They get a heap bigger than this. They get them up to like 90 kilos. I don't know if I want a 90 kilo one. I think ones around this size are just big enough. That's perfect. But now we're gonna try and give it a fillet. We'll probably take the skin off this. We'll leave the skin on and then we'll take it off when we're taking the meat off. I can't imagine that skin's going to be too edible. Usually big cod and that sort of stuff, it's pretty thick. So yeah, but we're just going to slowly feel our way through this and hope for the best. Here we go. I'll give you a quick look at it first. How's that for a tail? That's a better angle. That is a big tail. Quite a deep fish. And then that would be the last thing. A squid or a bait fish or whatever, I don't know, just about anything down there sees. Big mouth. Obviously a bit of barotrauma, so those eyes have popped. Pretty cool looking fish indeed. Very cool. Let's cut him up. Here goes nothing. Yeah, we've got a few different knives. We're just going to give it a whirl. Who knows? Don't judge us. That's one. There you go. Nice pearly white flesh. Reckon it'll be pretty good chewing. Reminds me of a bar cod. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. For those wondering, that's big roe sacks. Really good eating. Tez is a massive fan of it. I don't mind it. Probably don't like it that much. It's big roe sacks. So Tez is going to take it. Now that's a set of wings for the barbecue. That's a feast, not a meal. Bit of fish eye fillet. That's this cheek. With some meat from the cheek. It's like a steak. Now the only other meat left on this is in the rack here, which you could definitely chuck on the barbecue. That'd be good chewing as well. Well guys, I think that's a pretty successful mission. It took a little while, but we got there in the end. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but I reckon we should do a taste test. But that is all for the night. I'm going to pack this stuff away and go have some dinner myself.
Well guys, back by popular demand, we are in the kitchen and we are having a bit of a cook up. Now, a bit of housekeeping. I have the sniffles, so that's why it sounds like I've been punched in the face. As a result of the sniffles, I'm currently wearing track pants and Ugg boots. It is that kind of day. You guys are just gonna have to deal with it. I'm ultimate level of comfort, and I hope you guys are too. So if you're having a beer, or if you haven't got one, grab yourself one. Run away. Cheers to you guys. It's time for a cook up. Let's make something tasty. Now I'm going to be cooking up these 3 lovely pieces of bass grouper today. I'm going to save the blue eye, the oceanic blue eye, for another cook up down the track. I'll probably get Chef Julian involved with that one. But for these guys, I'm thinking something simple to hero the fish. I've never tried it before, so I thought something simple like a baked fish, maybe a bit of butter, garlic in the oven. Thanks for coming. Simple, classy, and hopefully tasty. I mean, just look at that fish. It looks amazing. Pearly white flesh, nice thick fillets. You can see the lines through it. They're going to be big scallopy white bits of meat. I don't know if that's the correct terminology. Either way, let's get cooking. Let's make some magic in the kitchen. Marinate yourself first. And let's get into it. Oven's on, pan's on. That's all you need to know right now. Let's get cracking. Okie dokie, in a small pan, chunk of butter. Probably turn that pan down a bit and add to the butter some garlic. Now I really enjoy garlic, and there's a fair bit of fish there, so don't be too scared. What you want to do is mix that all around, melt the butter up, and brown the garlic off a fair bit, and let that simmer away. And while your butter and garlic are simmering, cut some lemon wedges, about yay. You can take the seeds out as well. The butter and garlic have been going on for about a minute. You want to get it all moving and chuck it in another container just to cool off a little bit. Now, because I just used the pan that's going to go in the oven, you need to let that pan cool down a little bit. You don't want to start cooking the fish before it goes in the oven. Also, keep that butter moving so it doesn't set. Okay, that pan has cooled down. So lay in your fish. Beautiful. Spoon over your butter and garlic mixture. I'll probably go more of the butter than the garlic, just so we don't mask the flavour of the fish too much. The garlic can go around it, and you'll still get some flavours through. Any remaining, chuck it around the sides. Sprinkle on a bit of sea salt. Just gonna have a tiny little crack of pepper. And then those lemon slices we cut up. Chuck them on your fish, like so. I'm gonna go a little one step further, and I'm gonna chuck some cherry tomatoes around the side too, see if we can get them blistered up while the fish is cooking. So I reckon that's gonna, one, add to the dish, but it's also gonna look awesome for the plating. And look, it's no good cooking up a wicked feed if it doesn't look good as well. You gotta go the full flex and show everyone how good you are. And I reckon a few cherry tomatoes will seal the deal. Couple of little Tommies in the side there. And we are ready for the oven. Oven already set to hot. Fish in, that thing comes off, and away we go. Just kidding, oven set to about 180. Now here's the thing guys, cooking time is gonna vary depending on the thickness of your fillet. Now my slabs of bass groper are about 1 inch thick, so I'd expect that to take about 3/4 of a beer. If you've got thinner fillets, it's probably only gonna take half a beer. If you've got even thicker fillets, one, congratulations for catching such a big fish, but you're probably gonna need a full beer until that's cooked. When in doubt, check it out though, because it's better to undercook it and let it rest and cook fully through than it is to overcook it and have it all dry. Hot tip for you. Fish is ready. Ow. Ooh. Have a go at that. Little close up. Righto guys, now it's going to be hard to plate this up nicely and you guys see it all at the same time, but we're going to give it a whirl. I've butchered it already. That's alright. You know, there we go. Get on there, champion. Those tomatoes came up a treat. Chuck a couple of those on there. Grab a spoon, get a bit of the sauce, and drip that sauce all over there. Now if you're feeling fancy, I watched a fair bit of MasterChef back in the day. You got to clean the plate. That is a meal. Now at this stage, you'll probably have someone ask for some salad. I would recommend asking those people to leave. You don't want to ruin this with some salad or anything green. You've got a tomato on there, that's a fruit. That's pretty close to a salad. That'll do ya. If the people want salad, they can come over here and they can eat some of my grass. It's getting long, would really appreciate it if they could just gnaw a bit down. A bit of light on the situation. Have a go at that. Of course, we're gonna give it a taste test, make sure I'm not leading you astray. That fish should just flake apart. Shouldn't be any resistance there. Shouldn't be any bits in the middle. Just beautiful, white, succulent meat. Cooked beautifully. This is pretty well a foolproof recipe, so if I can do it, you guys can do it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You wouldn't want to go any harder on the garlic, but you can still get all the flavours of the fish, which I might add is spectacular. I'm going to put it out there and say bass groper is better than bar cod. I'm not even scared to say it. That is fantastic. Little hint of lemon. Have it with a bit of tomato, shall we? I'll tell you what guys, if you're single, cook this up for someone and I guarantee by the end of the meal you won't be. They're going to lock you down for sure. That is a masterpiece. And how simple was it? There's about 5 ingredients there. First time back in the kitchen in a while. I'm chalking that one up as a win. Anyways, tiny quick tackle talk, then we're out of here for the week. Righto guys, now I did say it was going to be a quick tackle talk and they won't get too much quicker than this. I'm not going to keep you any longer. These are the hooks that I've been using. I had heaps of questions about them. That's what they look like close up. They're a mustard hook. They're a 39965D. They're a commercial grade hook. They come in packs of 100. Just split them with a mate. You end up going through them pretty quick anyway. You lose a fair few rigs and that gnarly stuff out deep. But that's them. I used a 14.0 for the big guys today. Usually I'll use a 12 or a 13 depending on what I'm doing and what I'm chasing. But that 14.0 found its mark, worked a treat, nice strong hook. Haven't had a drama with them yet. Aside from that, guys, that is all we've got time for in today's episode. Some news, I do have some cool new merch on the way, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. Some cool shirts, some more bottle openers, all that cool stuff is in transit, so keep an eye out. That'll be available on my website when it does get here. As for the catch and cooks, guys, I'm going to try to do them a little bit more frequently, maybe once a month or so. You guys let me know in the comments how often you want to see them. I'm not going to do them every episode. This is a fishing channel, but I think cooking seafood is definitely important to show as well. So you guys let me know how often you want to see them, but I reckon once a month would be pretty cool. I'll try and rope Chef Julian in for a couple as well and see if he can get all fancy with us. Guys, if you'd like to learn something from this video, make sure you hit that like button, leave us a comment below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel because there's plenty more fishing action to come every single week. Hope you're all safe, hope you're all well, hope you don't get any colds like I've got, and hope you're catching a few fish. See you guys, catch you next week.